Right, there we go. Hello everybody, I am doing my first playthrough of the Elder Scrolls Morrowind. I am planning to play through it as a uh, sort of like a roleplay RP series, I suppose, than more than anything else, and I'll be taking it through the ages as well. I'll be moving from Morrowind to Oblivion eventually, and then from Oblivion over to Skyrim, and then hopefully by the time that I finish this series, Elder Scrolls 6 will be out, in which case I can carry it on over to that. But either way, and nonetheless, we can begin with our adventure. Now, I am making a new character here. Again, this is going to be my first playthrough of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Um, I'm not too sure what to expect from the game, to be fair. I've seen some videos online, I've watched a few playthroughs. I mean, not fully, but like people having fun and messing around in the game. And I came up with a little bit of a uh, sort of character and a story that I want to go along with and play through the game with. And I thought it'd be quite fun to do.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I got cut off there. Forgot about the intro cutscene. Um, I'm going to be playing today Talan al-Sarif, a red guard actually, who's got a more or less identical. Well, I wrote up a backstory for him based around what I know about the Elder Scrolls lore and a few other bits here and there, so some of it might not even be accurate. But hey, you do your best, I suppose. It should be fine. It should be cool. Don't worry about it. It'll be good. It'll be good. Either way, the character's called Talan Al Sarif. He is a Red Guard from Hammerfell. He grew up more or less as a what I'm going to be calling a Sand Ward. I don't know what they would really be called in the lore. I haven't really talked about it or looked into it too much. But essentially, it's sort of like a border guard or like a road guard, a patrolman, a scout, that kind of character. He'll be moving around, he used to be able to, he used to move around and uh, protect caravans as they travel through the border or make sure that people get to the destinations that they plan to get to, and oftentimes also dealing with the odd creature and beast that would be in the area as well. And yeah, that's that's the sort of tidbit about Talan. Obviously, I've written up a bit more about how he ended up here in Morrowind as well, uh, based on all that things that we know about Morrowind. At least what I understood about the beginning of it is that we are a prisoner of the Empire that had essentially at one point been shipped to Morrowind for whatever reason, and also just released. I have played a bit, I have done a bit of testing, I have done a bit of checking around and figuring out whether or not things are working. I am playing with mods. As you might have noticed, if you looked at the intro there for a second, it was OpenMW. So I do have a few mods installed just to make the game a bit more easy to consume, especially for me, especially since it's an old game as well, and I'm not going to lie, it is my first playthrough, and I do wish to enjoy it at least a bit more. I did want to try and play it in its base form, but unfortunately, that gave me more headache than I wanted, so yeah. So, we'll continue from here.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
If you think so.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Alright. Jube.
You better do what they say.
Keep moving. Now, I don't know what Talan's feelings about the Empire really is going to be like just yet. I think through this playthrough I'll probably devise exactly how he feels about them. Um, or at least for the early bits, and then obviously I think as he changes over from game to game,
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
as he changes over from game to game, he'll be
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as
he
civil
might
as
change his
possible.
thoughts on them. Maybe maybe once he gets to Skyrim, he might actually enjoy them. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he enjoys them now. Maybe he likes them now. Maybe he still doesn't think they're too bad. We'll figure out how that goes.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see we've got some mods on the go. This is I think Tamriel Rebuilt does this. When to get the water going, and also I don't know what actually else is installed. To be honest, it's a mod pack. OpenMW, go give it a check out.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
From where? Like I said, Talon is a red guard. He's a younger guy. He's not old or anything along those lines. There is a few extra faces in here, I think, that are not part of the mod. I do think he would eventually grow a beard, but I think for this playthrough, he probably doesn't have one. Now, in my mind, Talon is more of the sort of like Middle Eastern inspired type of like red guard rather than uh, anything else. Now, however close I can get to that in this playthrough, that'll be fine. I am perfectly fine with how he looks, to be fair. Might even keep these looks as well as it goes forward from here on out. Just because I think he definitely has long hair, yeah. He definitely has longer hair. Um, I do think he is a younger guy. I think he's got a good few years of training behind him already, which is what we'll be doing and starting out with. Hopefully, that's how we can explain that bit. He did go through a decent bit of training as he grew up. His parents were, well, as per this part of this game, it says uncertain, but his parents were also Sand Wards as well, and grew up into that life. Um, I like to think that his father was a Redguard and his mother was a Breton, which is also why he does a little bit of magic here and there as well. As well, they won't see it here, but you'll see it soon.
A long way from Hammerfell, eh, Redguard?
You
Follow
brought me
up to
here.
the office and they'll finish your release.
Sure.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Right, so we got into the class bit as well. I have devised a bit of a class for myself as well, just to, I do have an idea of what I want to learn to be like and act like. So I will do in a custom class. I did try out a few things beforehand. Obviously, I had to test the game and everything like that, so I have gotten to this point. I have checked out, I even tried the other options to see how it is to answer questions. And in most cases, based on how I answered it with Talon, it's kind of like a scout. His favorite attributes are going to be strength and endurance. He is a combat specialized class, and we'll be changing this bit to Sand Ward. Now, based on all that other bits there that we have about to learn, I am just going to grab some extra information here from my side of things. Now, I'll read it out for you again in a second when we get to the end bit. I think I can hover over it and let you guys know fully what is there. But Talan is a Sand Ward. His favorite attributes are strength and endurance. His major skills are going to consist of long blades, light armor. It'll be a mixture of alteration and destruction. And as well for the last major skill, I was in a couple of minds. I don't see Talan wearing shields. I'm not too sure how this game really works out with like blocking. I'm still kind of going to be new to the combat of it. I know in Morrowind, in Oblivion and Skyrim you can block, but I'm not too sure about in Morrowind if there's a block thing. I know there is like a sort of like randomization type of deal when it comes to your attacks. So I wonder if blocking is even a thing, and if it's just like increases the chances of you not getting hit. Either way, that won't be important right now, because I don't think I'll be taking blocking for him anyways, as I expect him, or at least I view him in my mind as a, um, what's the word I'm looking for? I view him in my mind as a one-hand sword wielding, with magic in the other hand kind of guy. So, for his next skill at least, his next major skill, I'll probably go along the lines of...
Before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Yeah, right. So here's the bits and pieces. I think there is a mod installed that will end up augmenting some of this stuff. I don't know why it does it. I don't know what mod does it exactly. As far as I can tell, the mod pack's just to make the game look better, so I don't know what actually changes some things. But either way, his name is Talan Al-Sarif. Like I said, he's a Red Guard. He's from the land of Hammerfell. His class is a Sand Ward. Sand Wards are frontier guardians of Hammerfell's deserts and borderlands, sworn to protect the roads, oases, and trade routes that bind the province together. Trained to survive long patrols in hostile lands, they rely on endurance, steel, and practical magic rather than heavy armor or scholarly spellcraft. The Sand Ward fights with blade and shield, well, or blade or shield, I should probably say there, but I think at the time I was in between two minds. At using wards and elemental magic to control the battlefield and restore themselves from far from aid. Neither knight nor mage, they are wanderers bound by oath, watchful, resilient, and difficult to kill. But I expect that I'm probably going to die a decent amount of times when playing this. Yes, but we can see here he's got his major skills, his minor skills, and the miscellaneous skills. Everything else under the sun. I don't expect him to... No, it was really cool to see that Morrowind had spears, but I don't expect him to use spears because those aren't available in the newer games. Yeah, hopefully it becomes available in the next Elder Scrolls series, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, see, I don't know what happened there. Why is my strength...
Take your papers off the table and go see Captain Gravius.
Alright. 1 second. Jesus. Oh, wait. That's... Okay. Okay.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Alright. Yeah, Talan is a character that I've been thinking of for a bit of time. He isn't particularly smart or anything along those lines. He just knows how to survive. I want to take him sort of like... He's been plucked out from where he was from originally, from his home, and, imprisoned and the likes. And now he's here in Morrowind, and I think here he's probably trying to figure out who he really is.
Your papers, please.
No worries, one moment. You'll probably hear the NPCs speaking in the sort of like dialogue option as well. I think that's also a mod that I've installed, just to help me, really, as I don't mind reading, but I don't want to read super much.
First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celes Gravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind.
So your background's not important? What is it?
I am Celes Gravius, and Knight-Errant of the Imperial Legion.
Okay. And, tell me about Morrowind.
Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention.
Uriel Septim? What does he want with me?
Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Okay. The Empire?
Yes, of course this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship.
Yeah, I wasn't too good on that ship. Used to the land. Tell me about these duties.
This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name.
Okay, give me some gold. Tell me about Balmora.
Balmora is north of Seyda-Neen. The road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the scout at Aril's Trade House here in Seyda-Neen. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it.
What's a Silt Strider?
Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Silt Striders travel between Aldruin, Balmora, Seyda-Neen, Suran, Gnesis, Molag Mar, Margan, and North Landing near Vivek.
That's pretty strange, don't you think? Okay. So, still Strider to Balmora. Gotcha. Tell me about this Cassius.
Report to Caius Cosades in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him.
South Wall Corner Club. Alright. Anything else?
You know your duties. Take that package to Caius Cosades in Balmora.
Okay. Yes. What about you?
I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebonheart, and an Imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise Office here in Seyda-Neen.
Okay.
Oh, the things she could do with her tail.
What? Sir?
I'm proud to be an Imperial. Through our legions and rule of law, we've brought peace and civilization to the provinces of Tamriel.
Okay, well, I think that's everything for now. Have a good one. Yeah, I don't know how the land feels about the Empire in its entirety as of yet. And here he is. He's, again, a Red Guard. Should probably...
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day.
Yes, I should probably equip at least this iron dagger for now, but I probably will just end up selling it over there and, getting a long blade, because I am pretty sure that I won't be hitting anything with a short blade of 10. So yeah, I should probably just like switch over to that immediately. I think I have enough gold to do it. When I did my testing, I figured out some of the bits and pieces. I also learned that this engraved ring belongs to this guy here.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring.
Your ring?
I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yeah, actually. I found it. Inside there. Here, take it.
You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now.
Okay. About that ring.
Yes, thank you for finding it. Those guards better look out.
Oh, all right. Who are you then, Fargoth? Just Fargoth, commoner. Oh, okay. I don't think
Keep moving.
Talan will
Keep
be
moving.
particularly interested in hearing anything more at the moment, so he'll probably just move on. Now Talan is relatively new to Morrowind. This is well, I say relatively new. He is brand new to Morrowind. This is probably his first time in the place, and it does probably strike him as quite weird. He is probably quite wary of everything as well.
Yes.
He is seeing familiar types of faces, but
What
I
is this
think
about?
just the general landscape is what sends him off a bit. Like looking around here, this kind of sight. I mean, although he's used to seeing water, just the type of trees, the the fog-like atmosphere in the area, it's probably strange to him. And he was told about a scout here in Arel's trade house that would be useful to learn about.
Welcome to
What
Aril's
is this
Trade
about?
House. I'm Aril, publican and proprietor. You're a new face here, so if you want a little advice, free to new customers. Just ask.
Talan's going to be here, and he's probably going to look
Welcome
at...
to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls?
Let me hear some advice first.
If you need directions, talk to our local scout, Ilone the Red Guard. She's here in the trade house somewhere. And you might want a copy of Guide to Vardenfell. I think I still have a copy for sale.
Practicing my skills.
Practice on creatures and outlaws, and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine, and clear your name, or people will treat you like an outlaw.
Okay. Well, it's the same everywhere else. What about these popular potions?
Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, fortify fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items, and for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shane, Flynn, Mazte, and Sujama.
Okay.
These Dunmer are useless.
Oh my god. You can't say that. Well, the Dunmer right there. Tell me about the scrolls.
Vigor and vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Almcivi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest imperial shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summons skeletal minion brings help in a jiffy. And Drathus's Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too-tough opponent down to size.
What's your latest rumors?
I heard that Hriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days.
Okay. Probably check that out. Let me see what you got. So Talan is, like I said, he is a one-handed fighter. He uses long blades, so long swords and the likes. And he will probably be starting out with a iron broadsword. The guy did mention a guide to Vardenfell, which should probably take, and an iron broadsword as well. And I will probably put that in there just to offset some costs. How much does that cost? Yeah. Offer. And check out his spells. Now, I don't have access to any of these things here. I don't think I have enough gold Frostbite, Fireball. I should probably check to see what spells I even have right now. With this. Okay, yeah. I've got Firebite, which is a touch spell. Adrenaline Rush is my power. That's Fortified is my agility, strength, speed, endurance, and health. Dang. Powerful. It looks powerful at least. I mean, considering that these are at 50, that takes me straight up to 100 strength. Insane. And got Shield, Alteration. This is probably his main spell of use to protect himself. And Water Walk. I don't see him using that too often. So we'll put on Shield. Can delete spells? Why? Okay. I'm still gonna have to get used to the controls here and figure things out. Who are you?
Welcome to Seydonin, stranger. Is there some specific place you're looking
Yes. Yeah, Talan isn't really, but what can you point me to?
What is this about?
He isn't too familiar with this type of place, and I don't think he's familiar with the people
You
here
look like
either.
you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold.
You must be the one that the High Elf told me
You
about.
look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold.
Right. What do you want to get?
That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally, I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us
If
for.
I ever see that elf,
Protection.
he's in so
But I know
much
some of them are
trouble.
holding out on me. Especially that little fetcher, Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place.
There is someone watching.
Fargoth.
I can tell.
Isn't he... Right? Tell me about his hiding place.
I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. Just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it?
Yeah. Alright. Seems like a good little guy, though. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I need some coin myself.
Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Seydonin. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold.
Right? Keep an eye on Fargoth at night and follow him. Seems easy enough. I was told about a
Speak up.
scout here. I'm assuming that's you alone.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, can you
Measure, Outlander.
help me with directions and tell me about this place?
Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm alone. Scout. You need directions. Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivek.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, Talan is not particularly familiar with Morrowind, if at all. He spent all of his early life in Hammerfell, if anything, and, well, he's gonna try and get as much information as he can about this place, so he will end up speaking to Alone, I believe, for a good bit of time, going through all the dialogues and getting everything that he can about this place. I think he's going to start with the first thing that she said.
Pelagiad is a newly chartered imperial
what I can do
village
from
on the
here on.
road north from
You do
Vivek
training.
to Balmora.
What do you
Right on
train?
the western
You
edge
must have
of
been
the
misinformed.
Ascanian Isles I don't offer services to the public.
Oh. Sorry to hear that. Well, not sorry, but I mean, sorry for asking. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, Talan is probably going to be a bit awkward in his beginning bits.
What makes this smell?
But, you know, as time
Speak
goes
up.
on, as time goes by, he'll probably get used to it, get a bit more confident.
What is this about?
I don't see him being particularly outgoing.
Outlander.
He does have the ability. I would imagine he has the ability to at least talk and, you know, his speechcraft would be decent. I think, in my opinion, his speechcraft would be decent. He'd be able to talk himself out of a situation.
Yes?
Right. No. So I did buy a longsword, which I'll probably equip there. That is worth getting on there. And the Guide to Vardenfell. I don't know. Let's see here. The Guide to Vardenfell. Morrowind is the north. Should probably read it as him, shouldn't I? Morrowind is the northeasternmost province of the Tamrielic Empire, bound by the north and east by the Sea of Ghosts, on the west by Skyrim, on the southwest by Cyrodiil, also known as the Imperial Province, and on the south by Blackmarsh, also known as Argonia.
I could spare a moment or two.
Vardenfell districts encompass Vardenfell Island, great landmass dominated by the giant volcano Red Mountain and cut off from the mainland Morrowind by the surrounding inner sea. Only recently open to settlements and trade, most of the island's population is confined to the relatively hospitable west and southwest coast. Centered on the ancient city of Vivec and the old Great House district, centered at Balmora, Aldrune, Sadrith Mora, and Sadrith Mora. The rest of the island is covered by hostile desert wastes. Ma'am, I am trying to read. The rest of the island is covered by hostile desert wastes. I understand that. I can feel that in my bones. Arid grasslands and volcanic badlands, and is thinly populated by the nomadic Ashlander tribes. Vardenfell has 9 basic geographic regions, each with its own distinctive plants and terrain features. Scholars have based their classifications on the different types of land described by the native Ashlanders, so the designation are recognized by most local traders, travelers, and adventurers. These geographic regions are called the Ascadian Isles, the Ashlands, Azura's Coast, and the Bitter Coast, and the Grayslands, Malog Amor, Red Mountain, the West Gash, and Sheogorad. Isn't that a Daedric Prince? The Ascadian Isles. The Ascadian Isles is a region of lush green, well-watered southern lowlands where most of the Vardenfell's agriculture is found. I am going to stab you. Actually, Talon's just going to move away for a bit. Just so he isn't interrupted again. Right, where were we? The urban areas of Vivec and Ebonheart are on the southern coast are densely populated. The inland Ascadian Isles are dotted with farmlands and large plantations. The climate is temperate and comfortable with moderate rainfall. Ebonheart is the seat of the imperial government for the Vardenfell district, and a busy center of maritime trade. Castle Ebonheart is the home of Duke Vedamdren. It's a particular name. The district's ruler and the emperor's representative. Also located at Castle Ebonheart are the Vardenfell District Council chambers and the Hawkmoth Legion garrison. The officers' docks and warehouses of the East Empire Company are also found in Ebonheart. Vivec City is the largest settlement on Vardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Each of the great cantons is the size of a complete town. The High Fane and the Palace of Vivec are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Citizens flock to the arena for entertainment and war games. Outlanders mostly confine themselves to the foreign canton, while natives live, work, and shop in the great house compounds and residential cantons. Al Sotha is a splendid Daedric ruin within sight of Vivec City. Though exotic and picturesque, it is a dangerous site. haunted by old magics, dark cultists, and their Daedric summonings, and not recommended for sightseeing. That seems like a place I want to check out eventually, though. Saran is an agricultural village in the northeastern corner of the fertile Ascadian Isles region. Two popular pilgrimage sites are nearby, the Fields of Kumu and the Shrine of Molag Bal, another Daedric prince. Pelagiad is a newly chartered imperial village between Balmora and Vivec City, on the western edge of the Ascadian Isles. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style. That's the bit that we already heard. This goes on for quite a bit of time, doesn't it? This is a big scroll. Oh, I'm not reading all that. Right, so there was a stilt strider around here somewhere. See what we can find. I'm assuming that's it. Over there. Okay. Yeah, Talan is new, and I think he is definitely not the smartest guy in the world. He's not dumb by any means, and I don't think he's relatively unintelligent. I think he is rather learned. I think he probably has spent some time reading some good books here and there, but I feel like he's definitely the type to learn more from doing rather than reading. This is the
Why walk when you can ride?
Darvam Helaran.
This is the seaport village of Seyda-Neen, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Siltstrider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride. Or if you're new to Seyda-Neen, I can help you with local services, or any specific place in Seyda-Neen you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look.
Assuming you know how I travel around, tell me about the latest rumor that you know.
I've been told that the Empire has granted a new charter to do some mining on the island of Solstheim. Why anyone would want to go there is beyond me.
I don't know either. Little advice for me? I'm new here.
Well, most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions, but you might consider service in one of the Dunmer Great Houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and you have to look around hard for a patron, someone who'll speak for you, help you advance to the higher ranks. But the Great Houses are where the real opportunities are. House Hlalu and House Redoran are pretty reasonable. House Telvanni, the Wizard House, they're another story.
Okay, Dunmer.
We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense. What about destinations that you can take me to?
I can take you by Siltstrider from Seyda-Neen to Balmora, Vivec, Gnesis, and Suran.
Okay. What's up? What's your trade then?
I'm a caravaner. I can transport you by Siltstrider to various destinations for a modest fee.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'll hold off. Definitely Talan is the type to at least try and figure out what he is wanting to do. He's a free man now, so he needs to figure out what he can do and what he should be able to do and how he's gonna probably live his life from now on. Wonder if there's like any plants that I can pick up. Can't pick up these mushrooms. I think that's part of like one of the mods, because when I originally tested the game in oh, what is that? When I originally tested the game in its base game without mods, I don't think all these grass pieces were here, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure these are added in by a mod, which makes the game look better. I do want to get like a lighting mod probably at one point, and I should probably lower the draw distance, or maybe so. Yeah. These Are these like mud crabs? Are they? I mean, like, I have played Elder Scrolls like online. I have been to Seyda before. I'm not unfamiliar with the area, but I remember there being mud crabs around here. Are these mud crabs? Are these what mud crabs used to look like? Did they evolve? Or did they devolve? Maybe I shouldn't mess with that. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. We all know how mud crabs do. Ooh, but that is a rat. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so combat's not too bad. It's pretty similar to just move out of the way so their attacks always miss. Whack them. But there's a chance you don't whack. Do rats drop anything? No. There's another rat here though. Easy. Rat meat. It's using an alchemy thing though, so I'll take it. A lot more rats around here than I thought. Another one there. It's a bug. Common shirt. Tax record and 200 gold. Okay. Processius Vitellius. Interesting. I need to figure out. I'll wait till I'm in a safe place and check that stuff out. I'm hearing a weird noise. Ah, it's a mud crab. I don't want to mess with one of those. I don't want to mess around and find out. I will, however, mess with rats. Rats are... I can handle those. Rats I can handle. Other things, I do want to try out the magic. See what that's like. It's R on the keyboard. Failed to cast the spell. Right, there's a chance to cast it, isn't there? A 71% chance, I imagine? There we go. I'll cast it. This is a scrib. Interesting. I do need to try and get hit, I think. Do I go and mess with the mud crab? No, I don't think that's a smart idea. I don't think it's a smart idea. The landscape here, though, in Morrowind is strange. It's almost like a bog. A constant bog. Are these things that I can... Yeah. Can I swim? That. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. What is that? That's dangerous. Okay. You can swim. Should you? No. Okay. Good to find out early on. Ooh, autosave. I don't know what that is. You know what? I don't think I want to find out. Ooh. See something interesting over there. I should probably get back to the road though. I'm in unfamiliar landscape. Alright. Let's get back to the road. Get to safety. Go back the way I came. I'm not going to risk death. Although I do expect to die quite a lot this game. I am going to attempt to not die as many times as I can, because I don't think Talan is a guy who wants to die. He definitely wants to live. And I think he's at the point in his life right now where he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Yeah. Alright, this is a good spot. NPCs probably won't be able to bother Talan while he's reading. Let's see, tax record. Proceus Vitellius, Satanine Census and Excise Office. A rail 500 drakes paid. Drawrin Theralis, 200 drakes paid. Elder Fire, 130 drakes. Aaron Lenim, 78 drakes paid. Fargoth, 111 drakes, not paid. Finemouth, 54 drakes, not paid. Orin Gilvneth,
Keep moving.
225 drakes, not paid. Indreli Rathrian. Indreli Rathrian. 127 drakes paid. Teruri's Gear. I can't pronounce some of these names. What is up with these names? 98 drakes paid. 134 drakes paid. 87 drakes not paid. Is that all the names? Looks like it. Question is though, why would someone kill the guy? Dump his body out there. Unless he died to the rats. Maybe he was... Well, why would he be out there in the first place? Unless someone moved him there. So someone probably killed him, right? You'd expect so? I think it'd be a good point to at least save. One. I think we'll probably end the episode there for the day, actually.
Yes?
First episode.
What do you want?
Sir.
If you're looking to
Sir.
get to Satanine, I'll be happy to give you a little advice.
Okay, maybe next time. I feel a bit weird wearing a dead man's clothing. But either way, we'll probably continue this a bit next time. This is my first time going at this type of stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it probably wasn't the most exciting things. If anything, I will try better next time, but thank you very much for joining me on Talan's adventure through Morrowind. See you later, everybody.